But I was working on a song, and it was, I won't tell you the whole story, it's too long, but I went to the beach for my first time. And it was getting dark, and we built a bonfire, and it was off-season, so there was hardly anybody out there. And I had my guitar sitting down there barefooted, and I was walking up and down the beach and sitting down there working on the song. And I could not get the first verse and couldn't get it started right, so I just laid the guitar down, and I was walking along there and watching all that junk being kind of brought up from the ocean from a big storm that day, and all that driftwood and the glass. And I said, you know, God, that's kind of like life, you know, all the stuff surfaces, and sometimes we don't see the good, you know. And I was watching all that, thinking about my heartbroken, a friend had betrayed me, and all of a sudden I started talking to the Lord, you know. In spite of all of that and all those problems, God still walked with me. God still held me in his arms, and God still took care of me. And not always do we just see that bad that surfaces, but we had to think about the good things that God had done for us. And I was walking along there, and words kept rolling and rolling. I said, but God, I still don't get it. I still have a broken heart. And I know there's a song coming out of this, but I can't start it. And all of a sudden, for the first time in my life, John, ever, a hand lay right on my shoulder, and I felt the 5 fingers. No one was there that I could see. And I looked up, and I recognized. See, you always recognize your Father, don't you? You know his touch. And I said, oh, thank you, Lord. I feel the touch of hands so kind and tender. That's the way that song's supposed to start. So that's the way I wrote it. Y'all want to kick it off back there?
For I'm sheltered in the arms of God. I feel the touch of hands so kind and tender. They're leading me in paths that I must trod. I'll have no fear, 'cause Jesus walks beside me. For I'm sheltered in the arms of God. So let the storms rage high, the dark clouds rise, they won't worry me. For I'm sheltered safe within the arms of God. He walks with me, and no earth shall harm me. For I'm sheltered in the arms of God.
Soon I shall hear the call from heaven's portals.
Come on home, my child.
Come home, my child.
It's the last mile you'll have to trod.
It's the last mile you have to trod.
I'll just fall asleep.
I'll fall asleep
and
wake up in God's new heaven.
Sheltered safe,
forever sheltered
within
in the arms of
the
God.
arms of God. So let the storms rage high, the dark clouds rise, they won't worry me. For I'm sheltered safe within the arms of God. He walks with me,
He walks with me, and not of earth shall harm me.
For I'm sheltered in the arms of God.
So let the cold winds blow.
It's so good to know that I'm sheltered in the arms of God.
Dottie, we have both been sheltered in the arms of
The
God.
arms of God.